Alexander. This time, a challenge, because we've seen the most crazy kart XL extreme videos on YouTube. We thought, well, whoever can do the 1,600 upgrade, we're going to go for a 1,800 upgrade. So the whole intention is buying parts from eBay, super simple setup. We're going to try to do literally the most extreme crazy kart out there today.
A little monster trucks.
Do you want to show your crazy kart, Alexander? Okay guys, this is what we've been hacking so far.
And it's really cool.
It's really cool, right? So what we've done here is a very hodgepodge. Don't do this at home, much less with the kids around. We've got 35 amps. We managed to put 36 volts that charges up to 42 volts on the standard controller. It has a bit of issues. We put a simple BMS. The BMS is only there for safety purposes, so it doesn't really balance that well, especially on 35 amps because the resistors are quite small. Then again, this kind of setup strongly not recommended to do. It works, it runs forever.
So this is how fast it actually goes. They told you already, but you want to see it in real life, right? One minute.
Now we found out we took out the battery, we've disconnected, and we've labeled all the connectors. Some of them will remain. We managed to peel through the cable of the motor. You need to take off the connector and look at the tiny motor it has. If you compare it to the one that we're going to put, we got a bit of a mechanical challenge. Hopefully the footprint will be the same and the alignment of the sprocket will be the same. Otherwise we'll need to modify that as well. To be very careful not to lose the little bores. So we're going to put it inside a bag and zip it tight. So finally we got the components. I've managed to go forward a little bit and I didn't, for some reason, remember to record it, but I'm going to give you a quick run through the update. It's a bit of a mess, but what happened here is I removed the wheel. Basically, I made a few templates to see how the new motor would go, and as you can see, we surrounded the motor in this case. Luckily, they're quite robust and they don't need much of a service. So thanks to the templates, now I see that this is not strong enough. So what we're going to do is we're going to build some strips on the side and try to make it stronger. lump of metal. This is never.
Is this metal?
It's also bent.
Is this metal?
Okay.
This metal.
While we were driving, it was very rattly. So I think this plate, as you can see, is not welded at any point to the structure more than in the frame. So it works like a drum. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some pointed welding throughout the structure, make sure it doesn't vibrate the same way as it did before.
Yeah, hi. We are doing another video, and now I'm here. And now I'm here.
Good parenting.
He was.
Give me the blue tape. Give me the blue tape. Blue tape. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, let's paint this, all right?
Boom, 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 boom. We're gonna paint this.
To black.
We're gonna paint it black.
My favorite color, black.
My favorite color,
You
black
record your
and
brother
white.
as well. Hey, wait. Okay, move.
Spray paint!
First, what it comes.
Holy Jesus.
My color.
No, it's not.
Mine.
Holy moly. Let me show you.
Cookie, gookie, gagagagagagagli.
Get out of my way.
Watch out, guys.
Oh, oh. Oh, oh.
Yeah, my boy.
I'm not painting it. It's seeping. You didn't say anything.
So heavy on one side is
You're not.
Alright? Are you feeling? We have it ready. Let's put the bolts and reassemble. Another day here, we're working on the Crazy Car project. We managed to assemble the front fork, and you can see here it's in, it's working, it turns around. It was colliding with a few things. We managed to take a little bit off apart, and now it's fully cleared. So now, what's next? We're going to work on some wiring. Sorry guys, I didn't record everything, but at the end I'll go through every single detail and some of the quirks that you need to go through in order to make all this happen. You will realize that if you can either leave this open, which I think it's a bit dangerous, especially if they're going to have potentially big kids driving it, because the chain over here, it's exposed, and shoelaces and so on might be an issue. So I'm going to put the covers back on. For that I built some spacers. These spacers are quite straightforward. They have M4 entering and an M6 on the outing for new fasteners. I did it out of standard aluminium U-shape. This should do the trick. I did notice that it hits in some points, especially in this area, so I had to trim a little bit the frame to make sure it doesn't hit the cables. We don't want to peel that and generate a short circuit. All right. There you go, you start building your spacers. Okay guys, finally it's done. Little beast it's gonna be. Well, 1800 watts, eBay bought, motor, controller and charger, 48 volts, supposed to be running on lead acid. I don't want to be too picky. I could go on the lithium ion, full whack on that, but then you need BMS, you need proper packaging. If you can't weld the terminals, you're going to have resistance. It's a bit of a unneeded for this kind of things. If I was doing a high performance bike, probably I would do it. Otherwise it's just okay to run lead acid. So here's a breakdown. This is how it ended. We went with some racy colors, and with the spacers in order to cool down the electric motor over there. So what's under the hood is quite simple, quite straightforward. In the little box that normally, keep in mind this is a knockoff, so it doesn't look exactly as a crazy car would look. 48 volts, 12 amps, controller wiring. Issues with the controller wiring. The original pedal will not work with this. This is a 5, normally it comes with a 5-wire pedal. You need to buy a 3-wire pedal. It bolts straight through as the original. Charger port will work normally, all the original were, or at least for the charger and the switch will work. The only thing that you need to keep in mind over here is the way you wire the throttle. Make sure that 5 volts is 5 volts, negative or neutral is the black one, and the green wire goes to signal, which will vary between 1 to 5 volts. It also comes with a feature of 3 speeds. Currently I'm running the 2nd speed. There's 3 speeds are these little 3 prongs over there. If you connect the middle one with one of them, will go high speed, and middle one with the other one will go high speed. Right now we put it in middle speed because we need to get used to it. Otherwise you just bridge it, and that's pretty straightforward. I fused in between every single battery just in case for safety. In this case you won't have it with a crazy car, but I needed to reinforce all the weldings because it was rattling like a maraca. We don't want that when we're going down the street, so reinforce all the chassis up and down. You can see the new welds, quite dodgy, but it will do the trick. And underneath here you can see all the new welds that I had to do in order to stop it from rattling. I hope you guys like the project. Leave your comments, I will respond, and yeah, catch you on the next project. Cheers.